Hello everyone, I'm Mekkah. I am back here once again with Bismix.
Hey!
And we're doing Don's Fire Emblem 7 Hector Hard Mode 0% growth, low turn count playthrough. That is a mouthful. This time we're doing another defense map, and that means we have a guest commentary on. And we're just gonna chill and watch Hector defend this castle, almost all on his own, only with a couple of friends. And we're just gonna do a bunch of side objectives, train a couple of people, and that's gonna be it for like the next 8 minutes. Have fun. Do you remember this map, Bismix?
I don't.
Not a Hector mode player, I guess?
No, I don't. I just don't play Fire Emblem in general.
Oh,
what are you talking about?
That is true.
Remember, yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
Well, let me introduce you to Fire Emblem. So in Fire Emblem, you have like mounted units that are super good, and one of those super good mounted units is Marcus. So we're gonna use him against a bunch of enemies. This has
he's bad, right?
Yeah, he's pretty bad. He steals XP.
Yeah, he's the worst character ever.
Definitely.
Okay, yeah.
But
we want to give kills to like Sarah, right?
Yeah, we're gonna expose Sarah onto combat on like turn 2 or 3, I believe. But for now, we have to use Marcus to weaken the enemies a little bit. He's doing a very poor job of this. He's killing them actually.
Yeah, he's really messing up. Like
the only advantage to doing this is that Marcus gains Lance rank, which we need to get +5 hit and crit when he reaches S rank Lances. So I guess that's okay. We exposed our healer because we're really good at Fire Emblem. This time Priscilla. Priscilla is new, I guess, actually, so we should probably introduce her. I know you haven't played Fire Emblem, but do you know Priscilla?
No, I don't.
Okay, so Priscilla's a mounted healer, significantly more useful than Sarah and indeed most characters in this game, because she is mounted, and that means she can do rescue chains and rescue drops, but she can also heal people, which is helpful if they're low on health and they're almost ready to die, which doesn't happen to Marcus because he's bad, but it might happen to other characters sometimes.
So what you're saying basically is another bad character?
Yeah, we're only really do bad characters in this thing.
Gotcha.
I mean, we have one good character, his name is Bartra, he has like 3 speed, so we set up kills for him constantly. And that will let us recruit Carla later on. And we're also trying to focus XP into Urk. It turns out this wasn't actually necessary in the end. There was a point in time where Don thought he needed Urk to promote and reach warp rank, like A rank stabs at the end of the game, for a couple of warp skips. Turns out it wasn't, but at this point in recording, he didn't know that. And at the very least, training Urk helps with the objective of the route split. That's going to happen later on between like the Kenneth chapter and the Jeremy chapter. I know you don't play Fire Emblem, so I know you don't know this. But
no, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. Who's this Carla character? She sounds pretty good.
She's better than Marcus, I guess, but she's not super good. But she's alright.
Really?
She's alright. She's only right for a very short time.
I heard like really good things about her. So.
Yeah. One thing a lot of people don't know is that Carla needs a one-use hand axe to be absolutely optimal. So we're trying to get one of those in this chapter by using the hand axes that we have with Marcus a couple times. This definitely does not have anything to do with our chapter 16 strategy or anything. It's for Carla, and really for Carla only. If you wanted to rob yourself of more XP, one thing you could do in this chapter is kill the boss. His name is Ceylon, I believe. So that's in the bottom right corner. And if you kill him, you get a lot of XP at once. But you also stop all the reinforcements, and if you're playing 0% growth, this might be tempting because it just wastes less time for your recording. And Don is indeed going to kill Ceylon pretty early, but you can also leave him alive and deal with more reinforcements. It does make the chapter easier if you kill him though, so it's kind of up to you as the player. What would you do as a non-Fire Emblem player? Would you kill Ceylon early, or would you leave him alive and be merciful?
I mean, is Ceylon the best character in the game?
No, it's Carla.
Well, where on the tier list, where would you rate like Ceylon? Like, how good do you think Ceylon is?
S tier, because his name starts with S, I think.
Okay. I just want to clarify. Then in that case, I'd probably, I don't know, I'd try to.
Yeah.
So I've never played before. How do you recruit Ceylon?
I think you have to kill him with Marcus, I think, and then he joins you at the end of chapter 40, I think. Also, something funny. If you have played Fire Emblem, you might have played this chapter, and you might have been tempted to open that door that enemy thief just opened. This is something that I do every time to move my units towards the middle to make the throne easier to defend. I did. Donna didn't though, and instead that thief opened that door, and I thought it was funny because that means he's like really late to getting the treasure, and Matthew just has free reign to steal the treasure there. Matthew can't steal that thief's lockpick because he's too fast. Matthew's still base speed.
So Marcus got the kill, so
yeah,
we're gonna get Ceylon chapter. So I've never played Fire Emblem, but chapter 40, that's a lot of chapters.
It is a lot of chapters.
That sounds really intimidating. I don't know.
It is intimidating.
How can you recommend to a new player that hasn't played Fire Emblem?
Well, it really helps if you have the Draco Shield, because that gives one of your characters +2 defense, which means you will last a lot of chapters. Like, let's say you do one battle every chapter, and every battle you fight, like, you take, like, damage, then the Draco Shield is gonna prevent, like, 80 damage. So that seems like a good idea. And Seal happens to drop a Draco Shield, so that's pretty nice too.
Oh,
so
wow,
don't forget to
that's very convenient.
It's very convenient. It's like Jedi in a way. There was also something else about a thief I need to say. Yeah, so he's gonna run to the throne. So I know you haven't played Fire Emblem, but
no,
I think if a chapter says defend throne, you probably want to prevent enemies from reaching the throne, right? That seems like a good idea to me.
I mean, yeah, I don't want them to sit on my chair.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a really nice chair.
I hate it when people sit on my chair. It makes
Dude,
it
me too.
warm
It's the
and
worst.
like,
it's the worst.
Fucking gross. Like, imagine people getting up from your chair and you just want to sit on it. You just feel like it's like super warm. It's like their butt warmth is on it. That's pretty terrible.
Exactly.
So,
and they have like they have like cooties. Like,
so,
no, just stop.
So if someone came near your chair like that, you would probably kill them ASAP, right?
I'd be really upset. Yeah. Like I'd restart the map. I'd be really upset.
Yeah. I mean, and if you don't, then you might have to restart the map anyway, because you might get a game over if someone sits on your chair.
Yeah.
Well, Donan didn't do that. He just left the thief alive.
Okay, well, I mean, he's using Marcus, so we know he's not really good at the game.
Yeah, that's true. That's a very good point. I think what happens
if he was good, he would have gotten a level up right there with stats.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
I mean, level ups are good.
Growths.
Level ups are good. That's why we're giving kills to Lowen, because he's got a level up too. We need to promote him by chapter 17X actually, so we're kind of in a hurry to get him kills. But let's hope that
0% growth.
Yeah.
You know, if you're a good player, you still get stats.
Yeah, exactly. You have to be good enough. But the thief apparently only has thief AI, which means he goes after doors and treasure and shit. And that means that there's no room in his AI, basically, for C's AI. So he doesn't realize he can sit on your throne and warm it with his butt. So instead he just runs away and doesn't cause a game over like a total idiot.
Yeah, someone should report him for throwing.
Yeah. It's not
doing a good job.
I mean, sometimes
people what was that? Can you elaborate on that Hector maneuver right there?
I think Priscilla was in range of an enemy with the hand axe, and we need to get her out of there. So Hector didn't have anything to do. I think that's why he moved up like 5 tiles last turn.
Wow, see.
Yeah, Priscilla's kind of weird because she's like really under-leveled when she first joins, and in like LTCs of all kinds, 0% or otherwise, it is actually good to give her a lot of XP whenever you can. But it can be hard sometimes to find targets to heal. In this case, we had to like put her next to Urk to heal someone. Or some other character, I don't know, maybe it was Bartram. Either way, you had to be in danger, and then you had to get her out of there too. Because exposing healers is bad, but Donna will eventually learn that not to do that.
You know, despite using terrible characters, you know, he seems to be doing really well.
Yeah, so he's doing pretty well. I mean, he's clearing this chapter in 7 turns. It's impossible to do otherwise in this chapter because it is a defense map, and there's no way to speed it up, which is why we're doing professional commentary like this.
I agree. Yeah. No, I agree, and I think this has been a really educational video.
I think so too.
I feel like people who have never played Fire Emblem can look at this video and finally, you know, get a grasp for what it's about. I learned a lot today.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah, okay. This was a great time.
It was. Okay, so we will see you next time for chapter 16. Peace out.
Take care, guys.